my naughties. We must capture Smurfette. Only she can give us the formula to make you true blue Smurfs.
Heck is blue!
Nothing can stop me now! Ow!
Master, let me get Smurfette. I'm going in! Gotcha!
Oh no! They're taking Smurfette!
So long, Smurf!
We got Granny Smurf, Papa Smurf, and Fuck a Smurf. I mean, this damn Smurfs got us getting up on Sunday morning to go watch this movie, man.
I don't care if they brought it to my house after I had 18 hours of sleep. I'd still be just as pissed off.
Oh, would you?
Yes.
Sitting up here my mama even, I told you this, my mom even said, boy, you won't get up for Jesus, but you'll get up and watch these goddamn Smurfs. I told her, though, I said, it's okay. One of the Smurfs was dressed up like Jesus in the movie. We had a Smurf called Christy Smurf.
But Smurfs are real, Mom.
Nothing like visiting the Church of Smurf on a Sunday.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Who programmed this shit?
I was sitting wishing I was in church at the moment. I was like, there's other things I could have done with this Sunday. Like got a root canal.
I will say this.
What'd you say?
Don't make you repeat that. Come on.
We're trying to pretend
we
that
can
it
really
didn't
just
happen.
keep on pushing past.
I like the way y'all did that, too. Y'all heard them, but y'all just kept talking.
No, that's how it should be. For
I get no respect.
But, man, I tell you something, though. We knew it was going to happen. We knew it was going to happen, that they were going to make a Smurf 2. In fact, they're talking about that this is going to be part of a trilogy. Now, it's funny because when you say trilogy.
Over my dead body, I'll be goddamn.
Oh, it will be. Don't worry.
Uh-oh. We're going to have a Terminator scenario here.
This is how I'm going to go out, clearly.
Future Leon's going to come back in time to destroy the makers of this movie.
If that's what it takes.
Well, you know, it's funny because they say trilogy, and usually I think you make a trilogy when you have a story to tell.
Right.
And this ain't telling no story.
There's nothing. No. They really had no story. This is in every sense of the word cash grab.
Yeah.
It's like you guys want to like pick up maybe one of the Smurfs comics or watch one of their old TV shows? No.
Are you all that really shocked by this though? Come on, man.
I never saw the first one.
We've been well, not so much like a movie like this, but think about other franchises out there catering towards kids due to, people's nostalgia for characters that worked back in the day, yet we feel this need that we can't come up with anything original. So why don't we pull all the shit that our parents loved and make that into a franchise, just like the Alvin and Chipmunks. I mean, those movies been going strong, yet you can almost say the same thing about those films that you can about the Smurf films.
The great Alvin and the Chipmunks trilogy.
Yes, exactly. I think that's number 55 on greatest trilogies of all time.
And that's the thing. Things like Alvin and the Chipmunks, like when the movie was done, I thought, you know what? I need to make a public apology to Despicable Me. Because, I can criticize it for being mediocre and pandering, but it did try. There's things in there. You can see what they did. They put some work into it. Alvin and the Chipmunks. I was like, this is some bullshit. Just like you said, co-host, trying to reach into my childhood to entertain kids now. Mm-hmm. But you know what? There were some moments with David Cross that made me laugh. This shit here did nothing.
The old famous Leon backhanded apology. You do this all the time. You hate something, and then you see something that you hate more, and then you come back to the thing that you formerly hated, and you're like, "Sir, I'm sorry. I misspoke, Mr. Chipmunk, sir."
It makes you think. All that piss and vinegar he had for Despicable Me.
Well, look, it ain't like I'm saying like I like Despicable Me now. I would like to go to and go like I apologize. You are not the biggest piece of shit out there.
People, all the things you said that were wrong with Despicable Me, I'd like cubed.
Yeah. Now take him, people. If you want Leon to come see your movie and give it a good rating, show him something that he hates before. Yeah. That's similar to what he's about to see. You're guaranteed.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. I mean, like, hey, at least it's not that.
Yeah. Let it be Alvin and the Chipmunks or Inception.
Hey man, you know what? I'm ready to see Grown Ups 3 right now.
What about Gargamel though? Now who's that actor who plays Gargamel?
Hank Azaria.
You love Hank Azaria. You're always like, man, anybody can save
He's dead to me. I don't know if I ever said he could save a film.
I think you said that.
No, I'm pretty sure I didn't.
I'm going to put words in your mouth because it sounds like something you'd say.
Well, see, Leon, there is a story for a little bit. I guess it's called a setup or a premise. See,
a premise.
See, Leon, what you missed in the first movie is that Gargamel is chasing these Smurfs around. They went through their adventure, and Gargamel ended up getting stuck in this realm. Now, in this movie, Gargamel, I guess a few years later, a year later or something, he's stuck here, but he's a sorcerer. Now, in this world, since he can do real magic, he's become famous. I mean, this guy's living in a 5-star hotel in France, chicks throwing the panties at him.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious, yeah.
He's like
serious.
David Blaine or some shit?
Yeah. No, more like David Copperfield.
He's
David Blaine.
Copperfield, except he still wears that ratty monk's robe that has patches on the elbow.
Yeah, that's true. But he's got everything that a successful person would want. But he can't stop fucking with those Smurfs.
Yeah, he still has a hard-on for Smurfs.
No. Now, I did pay attention enough to know that his magic comes from Smurf essence.
Yes.
And even though he's famous, he's running low.
Well, so that would seem to indicate that at some point he's probably killed a couple hundred Smurfs just to be able to have that much magic.
Yeah, there was a whole Smurf world, and now he's destroyed them down to a village.
There's a Smurf apocalypse.
Exactly.
all the powers away from the Smurfs, killed them, and then became a guy who hangs out with his cat.
I'm sorry, but the way you're describing this so far sounds awesome.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing.
Tell that to Leon.
Yeah. Now here's the deal. Leon's right. He's running low on Smurf essence. I mean, he's almost on E. That wand is right down to E. And
that blue sperm in his wand is almost gone.
It's gone. It's gone. So now he's saying, well, shit, these Smurfs, they see me when I'm coming. They see Azrael, my cat, when he's coming. You know what? I'm gonna infiltrate. I'm gonna create some other Smurfs. The Naughties. Now the thing is, the Naughties are not blue. They're white. For all you people who wanted some good white Smurfs out there.
What kind of gray?
Actually, they're gray.
They're kind of gray.
There's all these people going, you're like, what's with the albino Smurfs?
Yeah,
like,
well, he creates two of them, a girl and a boy, and
because it's the same formula he used for Smurfs.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. So he sends them back to kidnap the Smurfs, bring them back, and try to get Smurfette back here so that I guess he can take her essence, and then all the other Smurfs will come running for her, and then he can have all the Smurf essence he wants and rule the world.
Why are you making me do this? He wants to kidnap Smurfette because she knows the magic formula that Papa Smurf used to turn her blue. So he's like, okay, I get her to give me the formula and I can turn my white Smurfs blue. They'll be real Smurfs, and then I can take their essence from them.
My trap worked.
You're really paying attention there, buddy.
You on the list.
Taking notes.
That sounds like a story, Leon.
I know.
I don't know, man. It sounds positively Machiavellian here. This is like The Usual Suspects with Smurfs.
Yeah, that's the first 90 seconds of this movie.
I tell you what, though. I did like the first 30 minutes of this movie a lot. Man, I'm not gonna lie, it had me laughing. I'm sorry, Hank
was
was
just laughing at Leon sitting there going,
Thing is,
you know, co-host, you have my permission to laugh your ass off at every Adam Sandler movie from now on.
Oh, really? Too late.
Hey, I bet you, I haven't heard anything. You know, I wasn't sitting by co-host, but I bet you he was laughing at the same thing I was. Man, Hank Azaria as Gargamel just cracks me up, man. For one thing, you have it right. Like, he's rich and famous now. He's still dressing like somebody's grandmother. You know? and he's still hanging around that fucking cat. That him and that cat don't get along.
Oh no, they're the odd couple.
Yeah, and he thinks he wants Smurfs. No, he and his cat, they exist just to fuck with each other. And the other thing is, people are adoring him, and he's still like, fuck you, get out of my way. Yeah, you fool, shut up. You know?
My worshippers.
Yeah. I mean, they were spending more time in Smurf Village, which is what I want to see, and even the Smurfs were kind of making me laugh a little bit, but after about 30 minutes, man, it's not that I even hated anything. It's just, that's when you have a movie, you have a story that's formatted for about 30 minutes. Once that 30-minute mark hits, they don't know what else to do except have people fall over chairs and are scream and yell at each other. They do things like turn in different animals, but they make real bad puns. Who is in this movie? Because also returning in this film is Neil Patrick Harris and the girl that plays his wife. But this time that we're introduced to his stepfather,
Brendan Gleeson.
Played by Brendan Gleeson.
Yeah, when Brendan Gleeson walked in, I thought, all right, well, here we go. This is what's going to turn this whole thing around. I love Brendan.
Classically trained actor.
Yeah, I love Brendan Gleeson.
And wasn't he in one of your favorite movies of last year?
The
Or the year
Guard.
before?
The Guard.
The Guard?
Yeah,
The Guard,
that's one of my favorites, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh.
Why you saying it like that?
Do you love him?
Don't look at me. I don't know what's going on.
But you built him. What's he talking about?
Why are you avoiding the question?
I'm just sitting back myself and looking at. Okay, where is this going right now?
Do you like him?
Yes.
So did you hate him in this film?
No, I hated the film.
But did you hate him?
I felt sorry for him.
Really? Why?
What do you mean, why? What do you think?
Answer the question, Leon. It's easy.
Yeah, no, counselor's leading the witness.
I love the way he's got you on the stand. Yeah, I know. Keep in mind, this is not going anywhere. I can tell already.
I can tell, too. I'm like, suddenly he's going to go, aha! I saw your neck move.
You can't handle the truth.
There's two funny things going on here. One, he's painting himself in a corner because he don't know where he's going. And two, you playing along with this shit. Well, I'm just like, what are you doing?
Hey, Corey, maybe I just love fucking with him. Huh?
I know, that's why
we got a Gargamel-Azrael relationship going on here right now.
More like ass, Riel.
Yeah, you can only take so much of Smurf puns, animal puns.
Hank Azaria's fake teeth.
No, I like that. Brendan Gleeson, if it's not Smurfs making these bad puns, it's the animals. Brendan Gleeson is turned into a duck by Gargamel in the middle of the movie. And he's in a restaurant where they're about to cook these other ducks. And when Neil Patrick Harris comes in, he says, all right, Dad, let's go. I got to get you out of here. He's like, no, you got to take my brothers with you. And he's like, you just met these guys. No, I got to get him out of here. And then Neil Patrick Harris is like, what are you speaking for all these ducks? What are you, Martin Luther Wing? And I was just like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, Martin Luther Wing.
Hey, I thought that was
I wouldn't
funny.
even have made that pun. I wouldn't have made that.
No, I mean, the thing about the movie is, it is a complete cash grab, especially when you realize that this family just drops everything they're doing to go on this Paris vacation where I'm like, wait, don't you guys have like a kid to take care of?
I know.
Like, what kind of jobs do you have where you can just drop everything because Papa Smurf comes to your house and goes, we need your help because we're in another crazy situation where Gargamel has captured us once again.
Smurfette's been taken.
Wait, what?
Smurf-napped by that ghastly Gargamel. If we can find him, we'll find her.
Well, that shouldn't be hard. He's a big star now. He's in Paris.
I'll call the dog sitter. You get Blue's passport.
Yes, a rescue mission. I'll come too. You need all the help you can get.
Wait a minute. Blue's passport? We can't just up and go to Paris.
Okay, so that's one vote no. Who votes yes?
Me?
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Ooh la la.
And Neil Patrick Harris and his whole family, they literally drop everything they're doing, get plane tickets that day like it's nothing, find only the nicest hotel ever to stay in while they're in Paris, France. I mean, it's like being an adult, you can't go like, okay, is this just an advertisement for everyone to go visit Paris? Because that's kind of what the movie felt like. But saying that, I mean, even though it gets into the regular trappings of a kid film, and I'm talking about a little kid, I did have to admit, I was laughing my ass off at Hank Azaria playing Gargamel. Every time he was on the screen,
okay, you're right.
I did not want him to leave. I really, I mean, just because he was playing like the biggest prick in a kid's film that I've ever seen. I'm sorry, but he was making magic happen.
Why are you talking about big pricks in kids' films? What did I tell you about that?
Hey, we didn't make it.
yeah, exactly. You talked to the director about that.
I don't know, man. It was just certain things in the movie that kind of made me laugh through the whole thing. And listen, these things came in small parts, so I'm not saying that this is good at all.
Very small doses.
Yeah. I mean, because really the movie, there's one word to describe this movie after that 30-minute point that I'm talking about. That's your word. I was looking more for loud.
Loud shit.
And I was surprised to see some of the voices that they got to be in the movie. It's you have some of the people that normally return, like George Lopez. Because who was it that went into our realm? That it was Clumsy, Grouchy, and Vanity.
Yeah. So you've got John Oliver as Vanity.
Yeah, and you have George Lopez as Grouchy. Grumpy Smurf. Yeah, and Anton Yelkin is Clumsy.
Oh, is that who it was?
But I didn't know who the voices were for the Naughties, and it was Christina Ricci as the girl Naughty. And do you know who the boy Naughty was?
No.
J.B. Smooth.
Oh, I knew. I saw his name in the credits, but I couldn't figure out who he was.
But they could have gotten anyone to play that role. Yeah, he was like, he was retard.
My name is Haggis.
He was retard Smurf.
Yeah, he was.
And wasn't she kind of like Goth Smurf or something? That's what it looked like from the trailer.
Yeah. Oh, and Katy Perry returns as Smurfette.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and Leon, I hate to tell you, man, but during the climax of the movie, the last part.
What climax?
I really felt something. There's a part where Gargamel is just really screwing with some of these Smurfs, and they're begging for their lives. They say, "Come on, please don't kill us. Please don't kill us." And Gargamel is like, I take pleasure in this. That's when I thought, man, this guy is a real asshole. And I felt bad for those Smurfs, and I really hated Gargamel at that point. I felt real emotions during that part.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm not kidding.
I thought it was pretty hilarious too, actually. The part where he's like, "Oh, all this sentimentality. Oh, it really gets to me. If I didn't want to puke my brains out right now, yeah. Anyway, sorry, you little fucks."
I just thought, you know what? It'd be glorious if he won, because he clearly wouldn't know what to do with the world. So he would just use up all that magic all at one time, and the Smurfs would be gone, and he'd be back to being normal, and everybody could go on about their business.
That would be even more hilarious.
Yeah, it would. And had they done that,
oh my
hey,
God,
maybe I could have given it some old bullshit.
He could have a son, and his son could be played by Adam Sandler, and oh man, you talk about a whole new franchise.
You know, it's funny looking at Lee. I love the way he's turning to Gargamel right now.
Get him, man. Shut up, you stupid fucks.
Well, I love that he's already writing the plot for the next movie. He hated it so much,
and have the third movie for the Smurfs movie. So yeah, look, people. I'm not telling you. I'm not a fool. Okay, I'm not telling you to go watch this movie. I'm not saying that it's good. I'm saying I was there. I saw it, and while I was there, I was making the best of it. And if I had to say anything, I already told you the parts that made me laugh, and they did. I don't know what else to tell you. And Leon, I don't care how bad you talk about this movie, but I want you to pay respect to Jonathan Winters. Okay, this was his last film, I think.
Oh man, you just made it 5 times worse. Because the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, okay, it's Jonathan Winters, and I'm like, I just hope this is not his last film. Just please let this not be his last film.
Oh yes, he's joined the ranks of such people as Orson Welles, who voiced Unicron and the Transformers,
and the dude from Street Fighter.
Yeah, Raul Julia.
And Raul Julia, yeah. So he has joined those mighty ranks of people of great actors who have made their last movies that were shit.
Hey man, you need a job to buy your meds sometimes. So, really, what can you do?
That honestly hurts to hear that.
I'm sorry.
Does it change your rating on the movie?
Yeah, it does. I'm gonna have to break out a low fuck you on this movie.
Damn, really?
That bad?
Why are you guys shocked?
I don't know. I've seen worse.
What?
I just have seen worse. I've seen a lot worse.
Name something.
All the Alvin and the Chipmunk movies?
No, they're actually
they're good.
They're actually better. They actually are better than this. Matter of fact, I didn't see the third one, and you guys came out. All of you guys came out going like, "Oh no, the third one was the best one."
Yeah, and don't you make fun of me because Cyrus was there with me.
I was too. I was right on the same page as you guys. But no, I mean, like you're saying, like him saying a low fuck you does not mean that he likes any other movie. That is as low as a review gets, pretty much. So if he gave something like the other Alvin and Chipmunks a regular fuck you, that does not mean that he loved them.
Boy.
Yeah, honestly, I got no enjoyment out of this whatsoever. And it wasn't like I went in going like, Smurfs, whatever, because I didn't see the first movie. Matter of fact, I remember somebody, and Corey, maybe I'm trying to pretend it wasn't you because I want to choke you if it was, said, that first Smurfs movie, it wasn't that bad. You know, it's got its moments. So I went into this with an open mind.
Oh, by the way, that was Cyrus.
Okay.
Hey, put that shit on me. I don't even remember what I said about the first Smurfs movie, quite frankly. I'm like, I think I blacked it out.
I mean, you know, I don't go into these going like, oh, let's hate it. I was like, hey, let me give it a chance. It wasn't a cartoon I liked at all, but you know, whatever, a movie, and it's for kids. I can come down to that level. But I'm like, wow, it's not even trying at all. This just has these characters on here because they like somehow lucked into making money the first time and say, hey, let's do it again. No script, not one funny joke. I felt annoyed at Hank Azaria. I mean, it's like they were trying to write something good for him, but it's too much with the makeup for him to even get something out of that. And, poor, Brendan Gleeson. And man, they throw in, Cyrus, you would love it because in the third act, they throw in this melodramatic subplot between him and Neil Patrick Harris. That's just so like, the fuck does this have to do with this movie? Like suddenly you got a Hallmark movie moment in this to try to make something relevant. And even they kind of went like, All right, it's not working. Let's just move on past that.
You didn't see how
Smurfs.
you didn't see how it tied into Papa Smurf.
Shut up. I'm not even talking to you. You're not even here. You're a non-entity to me.
You didn't like that part of the story? Is that what you're liking?
I'm giving you some old bullshit too.
Hey, go Smurf yourself, all right? Go Smurf yourself.
Yes. More of that. That's the stellar level of writing that goes on in this over and over and over
Thank
again.
you.
Settle down, counselor.
I really want to throw
Carlos is going to show up on your
Grown Ups
riverboat.
2, Identity Thief.
All right.
I'd take all those back again.
All right, you know what? I am just going to say this as I scoot away from you a little bit. Said my piece here. I'm going to give this a rental.
Jesus Christ. Well, no, that's fine.
Here comes the insult. Well, it's fine for a person of your mentality. You know?
No, it actually
your dumbassery.
It allows me to evaluate how you've judged all these other movies as well. So that's
Damn. He's summing up all your reviews with this one.
Co-host. I just gave a rating, man. That's all I did. That's all I did. He's got to insult me like this. That's all I did.
Hey, I didn't insult you.
Yes, man.
No, I just said it adjusts how I think of you.
You look down on me. That's fine. That's fine, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't know about you, Corey.
There's no sense in pretending.
I don't know about you, but I'm sweating bullets over here, brother. I'm scared. I'm scared to give my rating.
It's all right. It's all right.
The fear of the Smurfs in me right now.
It's all right, man. I got you here. Let me stand in front of you. You know, don't be scared of him.
You know what? As dumb and as forgettable as the movie is, the whole time just laughing at Hank Azaria every time he was on screen playing Gargamel, just seeing how much that guy was loving his character, and especially the character of Azrael, the cat. As shitty as that cat looked, they somehow managed to pull off the chemistry between the two that I just could not. Every time those guys left the screen, I was like, no, bring them back, because they're the only thing in this movie I give two shits
And you're
about.
right, man, because that cat, it was getting on my nerves how much that cat had that expression of rolling his eyes like, meow, Gargamel again, you fucking asshole.
Well, once they did the animation, it was easy to just plug it back in over again.
But when those two were together, man, I couldn't wait for them to just start fighting with each other.
Oh yeah, easily.
He's looking at us like children. Look at him.
Yeah, kind of like I'm witnessing here between you and Leon. But
no, I'm rolling my eyes. Oh, Leon.
But it is a rental. It's dumb as hell, but what can you do? What can you do,
it's
Leon?
like you've actually set out to kill Leon. I haven't seen this movie, but it seems more believable that this is a murder plot than you guys actually gave this movie a rental.
What, are we killing him, or is he going to kill us?
No. Well, that's the Hitchcock twist.
Besides, we're just giving it a rental just to piss him off.
I know.
We're fucking with him right
Yeah,
now.
when we walked out the theater, both Coles and I said, man, this movie's a fuck you.
It is.
But
Don't tell Leon that.
Smurfette could never be tricked into being one of them.
Here comes trouble! Oh no!
Don't worry, Smurfs. It doesn't matter where you came from. What matters is who you choose to be.
Let's go!